This segment of Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette, and I'm joined now by Cassandra Shepard of Literacy DuPage and Celeste Wagner, owner of Aurelio's Pizza in Naperville. So welcome to the set, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, we're excited. And Celeste, always good to have you in the house. It's always nice. She's a good sponsor of the station.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Wonderful.
So Cassandra, I'm going to start with you. Literacy DuPage. Talk a little bit about it and what it does.
Yeah, so Literacy DuPage provides free, accessible, and customized tutoring for adults in DuPage County with low English proficiency skills. We've been providing these services since 1972 with a big-hearted group of tutors, and we provide the tutoring in two different ways. The first way is through one-on-one tutoring, where the tutor and learner sit together and work together at a time that is mutually convenient and a location that is convenient for both the learner and the tutor. And the other way we do the tutoring is through conversation groups, which take place throughout DuPage County. And those are a great supplement to tutoring or some individual trying to learn English. And that is really geared for the intermediate to advanced level. And like I said, that happens throughout DuPage County regularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. So I have two different ways that I could be learning.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Celeste, how did you hear about Literacy DuPage?
I actually learned about them through the Naperville Chamber of Commerce. I'm on the B2B team, and Rick Lochner was instrumental. He was on the board at the time, and he introduced our group to Literacy DuPage, and the director came and gave a presentation, and I was just very impressed with them.
Okay, and I know you've used them, so talk a little bit. I know you have an employee called Jorge, so
Right.
please tell us that story, because I think it's wonderful.
Well, Jorge was working in our kitchen and could not read English, did not speak English very well, and at the time we wanted to elevate his employment and give him a raise, and he accepted the position, and after he received his first paycheck, he came to me and handed me back the paycheck. And he said, "I don't deserve this. I cannot speak English well enough to manage the kitchen staff." And I asked him if he had ever taken, English as a second language, and he told me that he had tried it, but that he has to work so much to support his family that he really didn't have time to go to the organized classes. And then the light bulb went off. Oh, I know somewhere that can help you.
I know an organization that can help.
So I contacted Literacy DuPage, and we arranged for them to come in on Mondays between the lunch and dinner and tutor Jorge. And the fabulous thing about it is Laura, his tutor, came in, and the first day she walked through everything pertaining to his job, like everything in the kitchen and that he needed to do to learn like what he needed to learn English for. Instead of just starting with a textbook, they started with like on-site training, and it's been amazing. It's been like over 2 years, and he's just progressed so much. It's just incredible.
Well, kudos to you as an employer for offering that up,
Yes.
and I would imagine, Cassandra, probably this happens quite a bit?
Yes, this is a very familiar story, both with the employee being frustrated, and many of our learners have tried tutoring or learning English before. This is kind of either a last step or a last resort for them because of their work schedule. They're managing families, daycare, all of these things make it very difficult for them to have go to tutoring. So that is what our mission is accessible and customized tutoring, the greatest way possible to really reach a large number of individuals.
Okay. Well, and I think you talked about customization, which is also what Celeste talked about, right? In coming in and understanding the kitchen.
Right.
And how did that play out, Celeste, for your other stuff? I mean, as Jorge went through this tutoring, how did that play out?
It really was very helpful for everyone involved because there is that barrier when the employee is kind of quiet and limited because they don't have the confidence. And it just gave him so much more confidence. And then that earned the respect of the people that he worked with because they saw the struggle that he was going through because they were there, like when he was being tutored. So it was just a really amazing experience.
And how do you feel for him? I mean, he was very, I think, very humble in giving you back the paycheck to begin with. But how has that changed his life and his perspective?
Well, after almost 2.5 years of being tutored, he is now enrolled in Wabansie Valley Community College, and he can read proficiently. He said he couldn't really read before he started. He kind of like faked it to make it, you know, with what he needed to do, but now you can just see the confidence level, and it's so empowering for him to be able to just do that and go to college.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, and good to you for supporting him in that endeavor. That's been wonderful. Cassandra, from as you think about the tutors, talk a little bit about them and kind of where they come from, the training, that kind of thing.
Yep, so many of our tutors, they come from all different walks of life. To be a tutor with Literacy DuPage, you have to be over 21, but we have quite a number of tutors that are retired and also that are still working and employed. So with the tutoring, that is also custom, you know, for the tutor. So they can tutor on weekends, evenings, during the day, and the tutors themselves do not actually need to speak a foreign language, and no prior teaching is necessary. To become a tutor, you first attend an orientation, and then you go through training. So we give the tutors all the skills and tools and resources that they need to become a tutor in our program.
Okay.
But they all have a great personality and a big heart and very patient, and they're just all amazing people, you know, with their own desire to help, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that really makes such a difference, and it sounds like Jorge's tutor was really very insightful immediately as to what the first things were that needed to get done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, how is Literacy DuPage growing and changing? Because I know you are. I know you've had lots of new things, and it's an exciting time. It
is an exciting time at Literacy DuPage, and we are growing. Our board of directors came up with a strategic plan last year, a 5-year strategic plan, and in that next 5 years, we plan to double our learners annually. So right now, we serve over 500 learners annually, and by the end of the 5 years, we hope to be serving over 1,000 learners annually. So our recruitment is much more robust now. We're trying new strategies, new outreach techniques, not only for learners but also tutors. And we've also been working with businesses because we've seen in the hospitality industry and industrial industries that there is a need for workplace literacy. So we're working with businesses now to come in and provide workplace literacy that's customized and then accessible to be at the workplace, but also working before a shift, after a shift, you know, during lunch, to do conversation groups and help employees and employers.
Well, and that really speaks to that whole workforce development piece as well, right?
Yes.
Which is so important in our communities.
Yes,
so.
yeah, absolutely.
And I'm assuming, Celeste, you would recommend them as a business owner?
Oh, highly, yes.
Yeah.
We even have another employee that's going to start with the program, you know, in a couple weeks.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming by. Great support to Jorge, and what a wonderful story. And Cassandra, it sounds like things are really moving and going in a very positive direction. So we thank you for all the good work that you're doing.
Yes.
If you would like to find out more about Literacy DuPage and the work they're doing to help folks like Jorge learn English, please visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We're coming right back.